Gerard with the Quayside Publishing Group's Look, Learn, and Create how-to video series. Today I'm here with Patty Kalia, author of Creative Cloth Explorations. Hi, Patty.
Hi, how are you?
I am so excellent because, well, as everybody knows, I had an opportunity to make one of these dolls, so I'm excited to be able to see it again and share it with our viewers.
Very good.
Where do we get started?
Well, first of all, I always back my fabric. I do fabric dolls because I'm a fabric person, and you could do these with paper, but I really prefer fabric because it's soft and pliable, and you can bend it and you can throw it in the dishwasher. I mean, no, the washing machine.
I was going to say, do you actually put your dolls in the washer? What have they done to deserve the dishwasher?
Just to test a few things. So I have.
And it survived?
It did. Right.
Oh, right on.
But
okay.
Anyway, you could, because these, I wanted something to use to play with my grandchildren. So this is a project in my book. There's a little fairy house with a door, and you can open it up, and there's a closet, and there's a little dresser. And then there was my grandchildren. And then on the other side is her garden with a pocket so she can hide inside there.
Super.
So this is a project that could be done with children too, because you could trace this. I've printed this with my printer. And what I do is I back it with a bonding sheet, which otherwise it will flop around and do whatever you don't want it to do, actually.
Super.
And it just crinkles up too much. So I will print it, or usually I trace it, and then I take a marker. I like a marker because it dries faster, because I'm always in a hurry.
Got it.
So I will just smear this flesh all over her. I don't care about going outside the lines.
Because you're going to be cutting her out.
I'm going to cut her out, so I could just do whatever I want with this little girl. Because I'm going to use a paint for everything else, so her flesh
You don't even have to worry about going in the clothing, because that'll be an opaque part.
Exactly.
Super.
And I use another little marker that has a finer point to color in her hair. And I usually wait till this is dry because it will bleed, but then I'll just do as much as I can with a marker. And then for the rest of it, I will use a metallic or pearlized paint and some of the powders to add a little more highlighting.
This is what it'll look like next.
This is what it's going to look like. And after I get it all painted, I will iron this. I'll peel the paper that's back here off, iron it to a stiff stabilizer.
Now, when you iron this, what kind of care do you need to take when you iron? Do you iron it face down on a press cloth? Or can you iron?
I don't.
You don't. Does your iron look like a million colors and
it's
covered in
dry
glitter?
at this point.
Oh, so it doesn't
but
come
you really should protect it, I
Okay.
believe, because I use a parchment paper, or you can get a pressing cloth. Anything like that
Super.
would work. So just as long as it depends on your iron, really. And then I use another bonding. I iron that, peel that off. I put a backing on, and then I end up with something like this. So she's all ironed on. And then I stitch by machine. So you can see where I've gone outside the lines.
Right. And you've used a very pretty thread as well.
And on the backside seat, I've used a glitter.
Wow.
So I love glitter.
That's spectacular. Let's see that. Wow.
So it's a metallic thread.
That's spectacular.
So that when you look at the backside, she's going to look as nice on the back as she does on the front.
Well, when you throw her in the washing machine, it's got to look good. Right on.
She does.
Right on.
But you can see all this, and anyway, it's very easy. And then I also will use some colored pencils to kind of give her a little more depth to her, a little cleavage, a little highlight to her cheeks, or whatever.
Super.
So then I cut her out, and then I have her in all these little pieces.
Look at that.
Just little bits and pieces, and I just use a regular needle that I will run through to attach her arms and legs.
Oh,
so
to create
I will
the joints.
just do the joints, and then I use brads.
Let's see that. A standard
So
brad, but
that's
it has a little rhinestone in it.
Well,
That's no
of
standard
course.
brad.
You've got to have glitz for these girls. And what I've also done to create her clothing is I will use just plain old organza, and I will light a candle and run the edge along the flame, which creates this little crinkle, all these little crinkles here.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then what you do is you fold that up, kind of pinch it up, And then when you attach it to her with the brad, then you end up with something fancy like that.
That is spectacular. And this little girl you've added wings to as well.
Yes, I did. And the pattern's in the book
Fabulous.
for the wings and everything.
Thank you so much, Patty, for sharing this. It's just packed with great, fabulous bling. Thank you.
Thank you.
For other books by Patty, visit us at quarrybooks.com or check out craftside.typepad.com to meet other Quarry authors, win books, and share your crafty ideas.